Welcome to Seltzer Squad, the podcast about staying sober in the city, with your hosts, Kate Sander and Jess Valentine.
Today's episode is sponsored by Audible. Have you just finished binging every single episode of Seltzer Squad and want even more content to fill your time with? Why don't you check out audible.com? They have millions of audiobooks and exclusive podcasts that you can't get anywhere else. And if you want your first month free, go to audibletrial.com/Seltzer Squad. Get your first month free. Think of how many free books you can get in that much time. Once again, go to audibletrial.com/Seltzer Squad and get your first month free. Hey Squad, Natalie here, editor and producer of Seltzer Squad. Do you want another way to support the pod? Go to seltzersquadshop.com and have access to all of our merch. Treat yourself and support the squad at the same time. We have hats, stickers, backpacks, posters. Buy a gift for a sober friend or just treat yourself. You can find all of the classic Seltzer Squad sayings like slickest bitch around, be nice to yourself, and of course hangovers suck. I have a tank top that says slickest bitch around and I wear it to the gym and it confuses everybody. It's the best. Once again, go to seltzersquadshop.com or go to seltzersquad.com and hit the merch button to find all of our merch.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Kate.
Oh my
How
God,
are you?
I'm all better.
I know. You sound and look a lot better.
I feel like a new person. Well, no, I kind of feel like a shittier version of myself, but I'm all healed. So that's good, I guess.
How long did the COVID end up lasting?
It lasted like a full week. And then I hit I don't think we started testing negative for like a week and a half. And then it was like behind us. And yeah, so I'm just like happy to be like able to leave my house.
Yeah, that's a really long time to be sick.
I'm just glad I'm not sick. I think that's the main takeaway of it is happy to be back.
We're happy to have you back.
I miss you. I haven't seen you in like a year. Like in real life.
I feel like it's
since
been
Allie's.
longer. Yeah, but I feel like it's been longer.
I know. That was the summertime. That's been too long.
Wait, that was a holiday of some sort, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember. I know it was nice out.
Either.
That's all I know.
It was summer, but it doesn't feel like it was this past summer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So how are you?
I guess it was.
Let's catch up.
I'm fine. I'm a little tired. I had a client today that really just was a vampire.
Took it out of
you.
you?
Sucked my energy. Yeah. Nice.
Does that happen
girl,
a lot?
Yeah, every now and then. There's usually maybe one a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So depending on how long the appointment is.
Mm-hmm. And then my next one was a no-show. So,
okay. So
it kind
here
of
we
worked
are.
out because I was emotionally drained after the one. So, and now here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's new with you?
I don't know. I'm feeling I had a lot of stuff to take care of this week. It was like they opened up all the classes for new registration. And then they forgot to tell us that some of the classes were in person and not online. So then I was like, I get really anxious over scheduling. Obviously, you know this. I'm neurotic about it.
Yeah.
And I always feel like I'm going to miss something. And so, yeah, I was major stressing yesterday. So today, of course, I have diarrhea, which is cool.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just casually planning out the next entire year, right? And you got to get into certain classes or else you won't be able to get them. And so it was kind of just a flurry of things. And I was, and then I had class. And so things are, I don't know. I had therapy yesterday. So I'm always in that weird post-therapy headspace of I was telling her, I'm just not having any fun. I'm going through the motions right now, but I'm not enjoying anything. And I don't know if that's just seasonal depression, but.
I mean, it could be a little of this, a little of that.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to have therapy yesterday with her too, but I canceled. I had too much going on. I was like, I'm sending you money, and just don't hate me. I'm sure she's just happy to have the hour off.
Right.
But yeah, yesterday was a busy day.
Yeah.
Right? weird. The like not having fun. Yeah, I hear you. And then that's like, is it self-induced or is it like,
I don't
I don't
know. I don't
know.
know if it's like I
Is
have
it,
to be an adult right now and do adulty things. And she was like, kind of just reminding me, like, well, you're in it. Like school, I mean, you're in this weird in between place where like you can't really give full of all of yourself at work and you can't really, you're in school and like, believe me, letting people read PowerPoint presentations to you for 3 hours on Zoom is like beyond draining. And
yeah.
yeah, I was just like, I mean, I don't know. I just kind of feel like everything's whatever right now. And she's like,
Yeah.
well, you're in it. And I'm like, yeah, I think the thing that keeps me in it, though, is knowing that I'm going to be in this for a while, like years while. And so that sucks.
I mean,
Like,
how many more years do you have? 2?
years, a year and a half or 2. I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. That's the other thing is I'm like, it's kind of perpetual. Like, you don't really know until you
Yeah.
get far enough along. So yeah, and she was like, well, my homework for you is you have to find some joy. Like, what do you find joy in? And I'm like, nothing. Like, I don't know. And I don't know if
Yeah.
that's just like also sobriety. Like, I feel like I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's just like sobriety. I think that you can still be a sober person and find joy in things.
Yeah.
I think that it's pandemic fatigue. Also just like you're overworked, overschooled, like you just got over being sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's seasonal depression season. I think it's just probably like everything kind of at once,
Yeah. My classmates were
That's
like,
just
well, take less classes. And I'm like, I don't want to prolong this. Like, this sucks.
I know.
Like, I don't want to be here for fucking years. Like, no thanks,
you
guys.
love overbooking yourself. So
Yeah.
it's just the way you function.
Like, it's the way I get things done.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel like right now is just a very long period of like being an adult and it's no fun. But yeah, it's like I'm doing important things, right? Like work is fine, school is whatever. All of these things are like little baby building blocks to a big goal, but it's like annoying and it's like fruitless right now. So I'm okay. I mean, that. I've been grateful. Like, have you noticed that the sun has been out a little longer? Like, I've been grateful for like the little teeny tiny changes. Like, okay,
I have not noticed.
It's not dark out and it's 5:30 and it used to be dark out at 4:30. So I'm happy.
That is
grateful
a win.
for that. And the time is changing in a couple weeks and I'm really always excited about that. Yeah, me too. So I don't know. I guess it's like weird. My birthday's in a couple weeks. Like, I don't know.
I know.
I feel weird about that. Like,
you do?
Yeah, I'm going to be 35. And I don't know if I told you this, but I forgot I didn't know I was 34. And I thought I was 33 all.
Oh.
So I thought I was turning 34.
People do that all the time. I'm not surprised.
Which like isn't a big deal, but jumping from 33 to 35 feels more major than...
Well, yeah, because it puts you in a different age bracket.
Yeah.
You have to like check the next box.
Yeah. So that's weird. I don't know.
Spoiler alert, nothing changes when you hit 35. So
well, you had a birthday. How was it?
It was good. I turned 38.
Uh-huh.
And actually sobriety related. I did not drink, but we went to this nice restaurant and we had so much nice food, like escargot and a cheese plate and, steak tartare, and we ordered like steaks and just like all like the nice fancy foods that I love. And I ordered a mocktail and it was like infuriating because the girl didn't understand me.
What do you mean?
Like, first of all, like all of their mocktails had stupid ass names. Mine was like Berrylicious or something. It's like, come on, I don't want to feel like a toddler, Right. But I said to her like, oh, I'd like this mocktail, but I'd like it like served straight up rather than on the rocks. And then she was like, didn't understand and like almost had to go ask someone. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Like, I just hate when
you have to further explain yourself
on the spot, kind of, Yeah, and it's just like I just want it in a martini glass. And then what she ended up doing was just
like,
bringing me she just bring me the she brought me the drink, but like in a regular cup. She just took the ice out. It was very strange. I'm like, oh, okay, you obviously didn't understand me, but whatever. But I really, really, really wanted a glass of champagne.
Oh.
I really wanted one, not to get drunk. I just like, when sometimes you just like want, you know how it is. You're like, oh my God, I want a glass of champagne. And it bums me out that that's not an option. Like the free or just non-alcoholic champagne. I wish they had that more places because I really would like that option. So obviously I did not have a glass of champagne. I had my very delicious with no ice. but it was a really nice birthday. It was probably one of like the best birthdays. It was just like really chill. Got some really great gifts. Cam got me like a bunch of like caviar, which is really nice. Cool. I love caviar. She really went crazy. She got me like these Gucci glasses, like sunglasses. I'm like, girl.
Nice.
And then she got me this one thing I think you'd like. It's like one of those masks that you put on and it has like different lights, like infrared. I don't even know. Like you look like a crazy person. But yeah, it's funny. I like told her, I'm like, don't go overboard. Like, don't even get me a present. And she like went overboard. But
that's nice though. As
far as the day, it was like super just chill. Like it was really nice. And then the next day is when I had gone to San Fran. So
I love that. Jess, what's our number one piece of advice when people are getting sober?
Therapy. So
much therapy that I'm going to school to be a giver of therapy.
This is true.
BetterHelp reached out to partner with us at the Seltzer Squad to offer 10% off a monthly membership to BetterHelp.com.
What is BetterHelp.com?
BetterHelp is an online therapy platform that is for individuals, for couples. You take a short quiz, you get matched up with a mental health professional, and you, through the app, are able to video, or you can just message back and forth with a licensed professional to give you counseling and guidance on anything and everything that you're going through.
So how do our listeners use our code?
You just go to betterhelp.com/Seltzer Squad and you'll receive 10% off your first month.
Yeah.
I saw a funny TikTok while you were talking about your restaurant experience. And it was a girl who was like, she must have been in her early 20s. And she was like, I love my fucking job. She was talking about this dive bar that she works at and how this guy came and he asked her for like $10 in ones and they exchanged or whatever. And then all of a sudden his friends like from across the bar were like, no. And like all of a sudden he was like, you know what I can pay like $4 for? And she was like, what? And he was like, the entire Nickelback album. And she was like, no. And she's like, and then all I hear is, never made it out as a wise man. And then she's like, and then she's like, then his friends put him in the sleeper and knocked him out and laid him on the floor. And she was like, I'm here by myself. I have no bouncer. Like, I don't know what to do. And then all of a sudden this girl stumbles in and said there's guys playing with knives in the back alley. She's like, so I go outside and there's like these hammered guys throwing knives at the building. She's like, so I take the knives and then I come back in and I dump ice water on this guy on the floor. And she's like, I just fucking love my job. And I was just thinking like, I remember when I used to think that stuff was cool or like funny, you know? And now I'm like, even listening to this video makes me just fucking cringe. And I'm like, inner proud of myself. Like, look at you creating
growth.
Yeah. Look at you and all your growth, Kate. But it was just funny from like one dive bar employee to another. I was like, fuck that. I do not miss that shit at all. Like, not even a little bit.
Like, no bouncer, no door person. It's like no chick, well, no one should ever be at a bar by themselves, closing, opening even. It's just like, what? Like, who thought that was a good idea?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't miss it. It's like PTSD. Like, there's no amount of money.
Nope.
That could like make, well, I guess there's like,
I mean, there's probably like, I'm like, let's be real, Kate. There's probably a number.
There's a number, I'm sure. But
I don't miss working late. I don't miss like getting home at 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God. I don't miss any of that stuff.
I hated it. Ugh. But That's
But
hilarious. I wonder why you're on Bar Talk.
yeah, I don't know. She randomly like popped up and she was like, of course, this like, beautiful girl. And I was like, nah, girl, just give yourself a few years. Like that shit gets tired real quick.
I thought you were going to say she loves her job, but then that shit happened. And then she's like, I hate my
she's like,
job.
I fucking love this place. Like, I love working here. And I was like, nah, no, you don't.
Nickel back.
Yeah.
You know what I can pay for it with $4? That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I mean, another, I'm just trying to think, like, I think the biggest things I've been like struggling with are, like overstimulation, and then also getting enough, like I had to re-implement my like Kate's strict bedtime routine, because I was like doing that like doom scrolling until 2:00 in the morning again, where TJ and I like turn into pumpkins and we're like college students and we stay up till all hours of the night. And I was like, nah, like I cannot. I cannot.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I've been waking up earlier, like before 11 a.m., which is pretty early for me.
It is early for you. When I get a text from you in the morning, I'm like, dang, girl.
What?
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to make a habit out of it.
What about you? Are you struggling with anything?
Just like regular work stress, because we're opening up the new shop. So that's just a lot of, it's like a waiting game and a lot of annoying paperwork, and it's really annoying more than anything. So, just like dumb shit. Like I want to get the space in order, but I can't paint until we change the light fixtures, and we can't change the light fixtures until we put like the wall up, and we can't put the wall up until we can't hire someone to do that until it's just that kind of, yeah, it's super tedious and annoying, and that's really it.
Are you excited? Are you nervous?
I'm very excited. I'm not nervous. I just want I want to get there already,
Yeah. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. What are your plans for your birthday?
I don't know. Nothing. It's like a Tuesday or something. It's like a dumb day of the week even. I don't know.
That's
I feel
better
like
night to go out than a Friday night for dinner or whatever.
I feel like I have been playing like time catch up. Like I'm always like, where does the day go? What did I even do today? Like, who am I every single day? And I don't know. I've been just trying to slow things down, and it's like I'm allowing myself a tiny bit of doom scrolling because of the war, and like letting myself spiral a little bit about that. But then I also like have to put it away and be like, okay, now we have to
really
like
depressing.
live our life a little bit, and then we can like check in. Because like my anxiety can get really extreme, like the weird survivalist.
Yeah, I know. I know how
so I have to like put a cap on, like what's a normal amount and what's a not normal amount to worry, and what can I do and what can't I do, what's in and out of my control, like that kind of stuff.
Pretty sure the war is out of your hands.
Very
I
much,
hate to break it to you.
Yep.
But I know it's hard to just sit back and like see all the shit that's going on. It's really depressing.
Yeah, and it makes you feel super helpless. So
I
don't know. I feel like meh. And I feel like a lot of people I've been talking to are like meh. As the world slowly opens up, it's like, who am I in this new world? And now it seems like, they're making us go back to class in person soon. And I don't know, like, I just don't know that I'm ready for all of that shit again.
When do you think you're supposed to go back in person?
Well, in the fall, I have one class. I was, of course, like just trying to take all online classes because fuck that noise. But some of the classes that you need they require again all of a sudden that you have to be in person. So I have one in person in the fall and one in person in the spring. Cross my fingers.
Is this in the city?
Stays that way.
Or
it's in Jersey City. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's good at least.
Yeah. And then I'll be starting internships in the fall. So, yeah, I mean, it's moving along.
That's so crazy. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's so crazy.
Yeah. And I'm there's a mandatory that you have to take one Foundations of Addiction class, and then you have to have 2 electives to graduate. And so I want my electives to be also they offer like 4 other addiction classes. So I'm hoping I can get into at least, 2 or 3 of those. And yeah, I'm like excited. am I excited about? Yeah, I'm excited about learning that stuff. In
Yeah.
one of my classes now, we are learning about diagnosing people. So like the whole class is we read like fake cases and then we have to diagnose these people. And it's just crazy. Like,
Oh, that's so interesting.
yeah. And so
That's
I've been
cool.
really like liking that. And I know that will be a big part of my job eventually is actually, diagnosing people.
Are you going to be a psychiatrist?
I'm not going to be a
or a
psychiatrist. I will be
therapist?
a licensed, technically like a psychologist. So the difference is that a psychiatrist is an actual medical doctor and they can prescribe medication. Whereas I
Right.
can diagnose and then send somebody a referral to a psychiatrist if they are
Gotcha.
seeking medication.
Okay.
But it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's crazy. Like I have to know, all about
So
current
much.
medications that you're taking, any health, problems that you may have. So it's like very in depth.
I wouldn't have even, I never would have thought about that aspect of it, that you need to know about the drugs, even though you're not on the medical side of
Mhm.
it. But it totally makes sense because it's going to affect, people's psyches or whatever the
Well, and
term
a lot of
is.
psychological events can happen as a result of a medical condition or as a result of like a drug interaction. So you have to know that stuff, which is
Yeah,
fucking
it's
crazy. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. No wonder why you have to take so many classes.
Yeah. And like,
They're not just handing out these
they're not.
therapist degrees to
No,
anyone.
they're making sure that you like actually have the skills. So yeah, I mean, that part's fun. And yeah, so I don't know. Things are moving along. I think I'll be in better spirits in like a couple of months once it's finally warmed up a bit. And
But even like in a month.
yeah, I'm feeling like myself again. I don't know about
Yeah.
anybody else listening, but like for the fucking love of God, I cannot get motivated to like do any sort of fitness for any sort of endorphins. Like I just can't get it together.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And I don't
hear
know if
you.
it's like that time of year, but like I just can't. I like have been
know.
signing up for classes and not going. Just like not going and not caring.
I've
like,
been
I don't know.
buying, not really buying things. I bought a hula hoop that has
Mhm.
like
Oh yeah.
I saw on 1,000-Pound Friends. You know exactly what I
The
was
one
talking
with like
about.
the weights on it?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's really
work?
hard.
Do you think it works?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I tried it the day I got it. I'm like, this is way too hard. I think I need to like take some of the links off to like make it fit my waist better
Mhm.
because it's just like so big. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just weird. And then I have like a jump rope, but it also doesn't have the rope. You can take that off or on and then just go like, and it counts your calories and stuff. And they say if you do 10 minutes of jumping rope a day, it's equivalent to
That's a
30
long
minutes
time
running.
though, also.
Yeah, I do 1 literal minute and
Yes.
I'm like, oh, I'm done. So I want to like slowly get up to like 10 minutes, but we'll
I
see.
love that goal.
I only tried it one time.
No,
So,
I'm in like disrepair. Like my back hurts. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
I'm a
everything
mess.
hurts. I am also a mess. I was a mess in San Francisco. Because like it was so cold, and when I'm cold, my back tenses up, which makes my back hurt more, and yada yada.
Yes.
And so we got these, like me and my one sister got massages, and I just found a massage place, and it was Thai massage, and I forgot that that's like the one they do with their feet.
Yeah, they like beat you up, right?
Yeah.
Don't they walk on you?
Oh yeah, it's like the whole thing is pretty much done with their feet. And I forgot, and I mean I hate feet, but like my sister like hates feet.
Okay.
And when I was like, as soon as my girl started, I'm like, oh shit, Shayla's gonna be so bummed out. And we get out and she just looks at me. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot. She's like, yeah. But it was good. It hurt so bad.
I bet.
It was my first massage in like, I don't even know how long, like 6 months, maybe longer. And it hurt so bad. Like, those massages where you like are fighting
Yes.
back tears,
Yeah.
or like
Where you like lose your breath. Yeah.
Yes.
And you don't want to say
like that.
anything either. Like I'm like face
Like,
down.
I don't
Like,
know why,
oh
but-
God.
Exactly. So it was like one of those, but so yeah, I guess I don't know how I went off on that tangent, but I hear you with like everything hurts
Yes.
and no motivation to do anything. But it's, I know we're technically in March, but it's still like February. So I don't know. It still feels like February, and it still feels like 2020.
I know.
So what does it matter? What does anything matter?
I know. Yeah. So that's that.
So that's
Another
that.
uplifting catch up.
Yeah. All right. Well, until we meet again.
Be nice to yourself.
And don't forget,
hangovers suck.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. Every review helps other listeners find us. Music by Dead Go West. Art by Kate Sander. For show notes and resources, check out seltzersquad.com.